So we are starting season 5 here of the Euro Journeyman. We've got our first 2 games in Division 2, or well, the first Division Elite, but the second tier in Sweden. We're predicted to stay up. I want us to stay up and hopefully maybe even do better. We're playing 2 teams who are expected to struggle this year, so hopefully we can get off to a good start. And our first game of the season is at home to Stockholm, and this is the team we're going with. If you didn't see the last episode, it was a transfer special. Go watch that, you might recognise most of the players because we didn't sign a lot, but we have signed a lot of Swedes. We're going to go through the team now for our first game at home. We've got Valls in goal, a back four of Kudnov making his debut, Plantinga, Fernal Gill and Krupkin in on loan making his debut, Trebelsi making his debut along with Rico Robinson, and then we've got a front four of Fall, Fafana, Kluwer and Krugel making his debut. So a couple debutants, but still a pretty familiar side. From us, we're able to name a full bench. We'll mention any of these players as we bring them on. McCrew is injured, so he's going to miss out, and then there's just no space for the other lads. So we play Stockholm. We have also got an away game, which we will do an away day for our first away day in the new division. New teams. We've got to do more away days this year. Make sure we get a proper look at the grounds. I feel like I've been skipping the away days a little bit too much recently because of how well we've been doing. I've just been trying to focus on the games. But yeah, this season I don't think we'll be necessarily in a promotion race. So we do need to, I do want to do a bit more in the away day sphere. I can't get my words out. In the away day area. I want to do more away days, basically. But we do play Stockholm, who are not a team unfamiliar to us. We have definitely played these before. These were a team who did come up. I don't think it was last season with us, but they may have came up a season or two ago. I can't remember. But yeah, we are definitely familiar with them. They are expected to finish rock bottom of the league, I believe, on the media prediction. So fingers crossed we can get off to a good start. And it is a good start. And it's actually one of the Swedes, Trebelsi, with the opening goal. Adam Alman Trebelsi gets his first goal for the club on his first appearance. Kudnov with an early assist too. Obviously, I've earmarked Kudnov as a real player for the future. The good thing is most of these boys now are tied down for multiple years, and I think we've got a system as well that suits us. I think now the fact that we're not one of the teams expected to finish in the bottom 2, the 2 does work for us. Unfortunately, Trebelsi has picked up an early knock, so he's going to come off. Despite the goal, Alton's going to come on, who's definitely not as good, just 2 stars of current ability, but a needs must. We don't have a lot of players in that area. The 2 centre mid positions are definitely our weakest positions. We definitely need some better players there. We obviously lost one of the strikers. I can't even remember his name now. Oliver Borst, that was it. Was it Oliver? It was definitely Borst. Borst left, the Newcastle youngster. We sold him for 10 grand plus a sell-on fee. So we are probably a little bit light in the striker department. We obviously need to see how lads are going to get on. The other thing is we have had a proper pre-season, but there was a couple of players coming back from injury, so they still need to get up to full match fitness. The other thing is as well is we need to obviously gel the new boys together. There's obviously quite a few new players. It'll probably take a little while for them to gel, but hopefully we can get off to a winning start today, and that should help the gelling quite a bit. Fall plays it through to Kudnov, who's already got an assist to his name, and now he's got a goal to his name. Dennis Kudnov with a wonderful finish. One thing he has got a lot of is good physicals, and that was definitely in effect there because he just raced past his man. He's got a goal and an assist on the debut. I'd earmarked him. Obviously, not really me picking it out. Look at how good his physicals are. He's like championship level physicals. It's just the technicals that need to go up. His mentals are actually pretty good as well. It's more the technicals. But yeah, he's going to be a big player. If he's our best player at 18 years old, if we can keep hold of him for a couple seasons, we'll still have a Premier Division ready right back, and we may have a Premier Division ready striker as well as Genus Kluwer, one of the Barca youngsters, along with the goalkeeper. He gets a goal. And this is all looking quite easy now. Now we're in a bit of a flow state. 3-0 up, and Stockholm probably going to have themselves quite a tough season. We are actually top of the league as it stands, which is good to see. We will make another change. We'll bring Svensson on for his debut. He's a 2-star Swedish striker. Decent physicals as well, some decent finishing as well, so he's going to come on. We'll bring Rico Robinson. Can't really bring Rico Robinson off. He really needs to come off as well. I'm actually going to undo that. What I'm actually going to do is bring Kluwer. We've done this a couple of times. You can play centre mid Kluwer. He's definitely a striker. or a winger. I think maybe he's probably a 10 if you look at him overall. He doesn't really scream. He's kind of just well-rounded, which is why he can kind of play anywhere. So we're going to bring him on for Robinson and then bring Svensson on for his debut anyway. But we just need to do it slightly differently. So Kluwer's gone to centre mid. Normally don't like him there. I think we've played him there before and he's never as good as when he just plays up front. But Svensson's through. And Svensson does well enough to win a corner. But yeah, I mean, Kluwer never does as well as he does up front as he does in centre mid, but needs must at the minute because we are a little bit light in that position. We have still got wages left, so it's definitely not to say transfers are done. Obviously, if we come across any more free agents, then we will do so. We are pretty much at this point, though, looking at probably saving the rest of our money till the end of the season. Krupken has an effort from distance, but never really going to challenge. Never really going to get that on target. For some reason, he's on the right-hand side as well, and he's our left back. But honestly, overall, everyone seems to be doing well. Not really seeing too much of Alton since he's come on, but we are pretty comfortably winning this game. It just feels like a continuation of last season, which is definitely the case. Sometimes when you get one promotion, that momentum can just carry you through to still, to back-to-back promotions. So we are only one promotion away from the top division. So we're definitely not miles away. And that was an effort on target from Stockholm, but Vols had it covered. And I do think we've got a number of youngsters with potential to become Premier Division players as well. So it's really not out of the question. I think we probably just need... I don't really know what we need. I guess we'll know as the season goes on. But at the minute, I was saying at the start of the episode, I don't think we'll get promoted. Now, obviously, this is against one of the weaker teams. The other thing to keep in mind is this is the first level we're getting at where there's actually professional teams. So that's probably going to be a different kettle of fish once we play those. At this point, we're just playing the two teams that are semi-professional, so we'll see how we get on. But we have dominated this game. We've really not seen anything from them. But these could just be really bad. I'm not going to read too much into it. One thing we didn't do last season was go even into the cup properly, so we definitely need to do that. But I'm telling you, we're definitely moving it quite well. And I think if we can improve as well in the July, when we get even more free transfers, I think we're going to be really good. But Stockholm have got themselves through on goal. It was a good save by Vols. And I think one good thing that we can say now is we've definitely got a safe pair of hands in goal. I think that's the first time we've really been able to say that. It's definitely been one of the weaker positions for us. Krugel, not really seen too much of him. He's obviously got an assist on his debut. Well, there he is. Oh, I thought he was going to get a second one. It was a lovely knockdown from Krugel. So maybe he's going to be a decent player. And obviously these players, as they get fitter, as they get more used to playing with each other, more familiar with playing each other, they're only going to get better and better. So I'm honestly quite happy with the start we've had. And Svensson as well, he's on a 7.1 after coming on. Fofana, I think, obviously, he's going to be a big player for us. Probably not shown so much today, but not everyone can be amazing. Sometimes you need to have a couple drop off. But yeah, I think we've honestly got good players in every position. That's a good ball through to Krugel. He's one-on-one, and he does finish, and it's a goal and an assist for Krugel, who is, I think, on loan. Is he a permanent? I'll have to look at Krugel. If he's a permanent, then we've definitely done good business there. I honestly can't remember if he was a loan. I think he might be a permanent. 20 years old with potential. I feel like I didn't big that sign up enough. 20 minutes to go. Kudanov's picked up a little bit of a knock, so we'll take him off. Precautionary. Fagelon. He's going to come on. He's again got another one with some decent potential. The problem is that we don't really have much in the way of facilities to actually improve the players. But hopefully now they start playing at a higher level, they'll do well. Johansson, is going to come on for his debut as well. He's another one that's just in and amongst the squad. And you know what, we might as well make it a full complement of debuts. Van der Laan is another one. He's got a little bit more potential, but and again, another one homegrown, in on a permanent. So we've at least got, a proper bench now. Gone are the days where we could only name like 2 or 3 players on the bench because we just didn't have any Swedish homegrown players. Now, we've obviously got what is probably our best players, which are the non-Swedes, but we've definitely got enough decent Swedes to actually include in the squad now, which is definitely pleasing. 4-0 in the opening game. I don't think we could have asked for much more than this, and there is still time to add to that. Fagelon racing through on the debut. That's the easiest assist Plantinga's ever going to get. He's made like a 5-yard pass. And Fagelon, these lads have definitely just switched off at this point, the Stockholm lad. This has got to be one of the worst opening games you can have. There's losing your opening game, and then there's losing your opening game 5-0. It definitely doesn't feel good. Fagel on now on the right hand side plays it back to Plantinga, who plays it back to the lad who's just scored, and he plays a lovely ball into Alton. We're not done yet. We're still going. Alton turns his man. Brilliant stuff from Alton into Fall, who slides it across. It's entered. It's entered. Oh my god! It's ended up at the feet of Philip Svensson. The 17-year-old gets a goal on his debut. This is crazy. So Stockholm must be rubbish. We're not going to read into this too much. I don't think we're going to be in a promotion race. But it could be that the 4th division to the 3rd division was quite a step up, because it did take us a couple seasons to get going. We nearly got relegated twice. But maybe the 2nd division, the 3rd division to the 2nd really isn't that big. The other thing to consider is these lads came up not too long ago, so it could just be that they're really rubbish. But we seem very good. Maybe we're just good. Maybe we're just a very good team at the minute. I don't know. I think we are riding a wave of momentum. I think we are I do think we are a good team now, though. I think we've got good players in pretty much every position. I think the other thing as well is we've clearly got some depth, and a ball in the box, handballed by one of their defenders, and we're going to get a penalty to make it 7. This has got to be our biggest win. Really wasn't expecting this at all, to be honest. A 7-0 winner. Kluwer, off from the spot, finishes it off. Easy stuff. 85 minutes on the clock. It's 7-0. And the good thing is we're actually starting to get some fans in. So we are about 100k in the red financially, but there is quite a bit of competition prize money that comes in at the end of the season. I think it's get like 500k, which is way more than we're used to having. So as long as if we avoid relegation, our finances should be fine. I also think there is TV money. Again, I don't know if it comes in as a lump sum or whether it trickles in across the season. Normally TV money trickles in. I don't know if it's just TV money for when you actually get your games televised, or whether it's just trickles through and then you get some extra bonus ones. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. But at the minute, I haven't seen any TV money come in, so I'm not sure. But we are just starting the season, so it could be a case of you have to wait till the season starts kind of thing. But we are 7-0 up, and like I say, very, very happy stuff with that. Their striker's called Hammy. Isn't that like where have I heard that name, Hammy? I feel like it's an animated thing, like a gerbil or something. Or like a hamster. Is it from... Oh, I think it's Over the Edge. 7-0 win. I mean, yeah. Don't have to wait. We didn't have to wait for any of our strikers to hit the ground running. They've all hit the ground running. It's 7-0 on the opening day. That's going to do a world of good for our goal difference to get started, to be fair. We do have a couple injuries, but Trabelsi's going to be a little bit longer. But just a couple days for Kudnov, so he'll be back for the next game. So, yeah. I mean, that's brilliant stuff. 7-0 on the opening game. We've got Norby away, who haven't played their game yet. So we're going to go play them. But let's go do the away day for them. So for our second game, it is Norby IF, and they play at the Borash Arena. The Borat Arena actually looks pretty big. So we're going to drop our little man in. Again, we just don't get a proper view of it. I guess we'll go over here. Is this like the motorway or something? I mean, this looks pretty good. Ah, this is nice. This is not a motorway. It's just like a regular road. But yeah, this looks really nice. I don't know what this is over here. I think this must be like an extra thing. But honestly, it looks really good. I think you've got there's definitely access into the ground. They've got some art there. He must be a famous player for Norby. I mean, that doesn't look like them. Is that F-Sporg or something who also... Is that them? The one who playing like... black and yellow? I think so. Am I at the wrong ground? Or do these ground share? Well, I'm pretty sure this is the Norby IF Arena. I don't know why I've given it that name, but I'm pretty sure this is where they play. It's a pretty big ground though. I'm starting to think clubs in Sweden might ground share quite a bit, because there's been definitely a couple... I mean, there's been other times we've came to a ground and seen it's got a different club's logo on. So either Wikipedia's just got really bad knowledge, or, they ground share. So we'll take I mean, yeah, this is definitely... Is it Elfsborg or something? The black and yellow team in this country. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm at the right place, but I've not seen any... I mean, there's a Helsingborg. No, F-Spog. Yeah, there we go. It is the black and yellow one. Well, I don't really know. I'm a bit confused. I'm sure this is their ground. Right, I'm going to do a double check, but I'm pretty sure this is their ground. Well, as you can see, I'm not lying. So the Borash Arena is literally their ground, but it is a ground share. So Elfsborg and Norby both share it. Yeah, so they both just share it. So God knows why. But yeah, there you go. So it's a ground share. And honestly, I'm going to give it a decent score. I'll probably give it a 6. It's quite nice. The fact that I don't like a ground share, though. I think you should have your own ground, personally. But it's pretty good. I mean, it's quite big. It's probably one of the bigger ones. Parking was okay, but there's just... It's a little bit boring, not borash. It's just a little bit boring, so a 6 out of 10. So for our second game, it is Norby away. We've done the away day, and we're going with a very similar team. The only difference is Alton comes in for Trabelsi, who's still going to be injured for this game. Kudinov's fine. Robinson is still fit enough to play. Fofana's obviously fit, so yeah, everyone else is just trying to get up to match fitness. But yeah, we played Norby, who are actually media prediction expected to finish bottom. So Stockholm was second bottom. So if we've just beaten the second bottom 7-0, we should be beating these like 10-0. But doesn't always work like that. So yeah, away from home, we're never normally as good away. We usually are quite good at home. And this is definitely the right stadium. There's the black and yellow. There we go. What I have noticed, there's not really any branding for any of the leagues we've played in yet. I know obviously we get the little logo, but there's not really been any proper branding. So I think when we get to the Premier Division, we'll see if there's any branding. I wouldn't imagine there is for Sweden. It seems quite niche, but sometimes there is. I don't know. It's a weird game, Football Manager. Sometimes there's branding for leagues you wouldn't expect, and then the big leagues sometimes don't have them. So yeah, off to a very, very good start. But not to say we will repeat that. We definitely need to try and do that. But unfortunately, Yateke, what a name that is, Sterling Yateke, I like that. He's got the opening goal for Norby. And like I say, we're just never as good away from home. 1-0 down early doors, and we haven't really done anything. So clearly, the 7-0 has went to these lads' heads, and they all think they're amazing now because this is not a very good start. Yeah, like I said, these are expected to finish bottom, so I would really like us to be getting a win here if we are to do well this season. Obviously, not ideal going down early, but if we score as many as we do, or even just half as many as we do in the last game, we'll be fine. We are starting to get into the groove Madonna style now, 30 minutes in, starting to see a few more chances, but not really seeing anything in terms of highlights. Obviously, this is the same side that just scored 7, so you would expect them to get themselves into gear and start to get a goal. But Kudanov, oh my word, it's a howler. I've never seen that before. I've never ever seen that. Kudanov played it over. I think Fall was trying to get there. The defenders kind of just knocked it on. It's went past the goalkeeper. It's level game. I mean, that is very lucky from Kudanov, but we'll definitely take it. Level now into the late stages of the first half, and now Krugel turns in the middle, plays Rico Robinson, who's done well to keep going. Now Fofana plays it into Krupken, and Rico Robinson still with the ball at his feet, ends up getting tackled. Krupken picks it up. Fofana into Alton, and Fofana's brought down, and that was very weird by us. It was like no one really wanted to take the ball on and take a shot, but we have been given a penalty. It's 2 penalties in 2, and it's 2 conversions in 2. Janis Kluwer definitely wants that Golden Boot award. It's 2-1 now to Bergenstadt, and we've grown in the game. But I mean, this has been a weird game. We conceded early, and we've had like a very lucky own goal and then a penalty. So we definitely need to start creating some of our own chances. But we are still top of the league if we win this game, which would definitely not be what I was going to predict before we started the season, because we are newly promoted in a team with some professional teams. So if we can, if we get promoted, I think we'll have to go professional. I think we'll probably hit that point in Football Manager where you get the automatic you're going professional thing. I think we're at the point now where we could ask for it, but I would fully imagine the board would say we don't have the finances to do so, which would be fair enough. And the fact that we've given away a penalty ourselves, it's probably fair, but that was daft. We didn't need to do that. Krugel give it away, I believe it was. And now Balls, can he make himself a bit of a hero? 2-1, and it's kind of not really straight down the middle, a little bit to the right of him, but unfortunately he does dive too far, does Balls. It's 2-2. And this has been a really weird game. I don't think there's been like a proper goal yet. I think their opener was the closest thing to just like a normal goal. But 2-2, we do seem like we're the better side, but we've not really created anything from the highlights, at least from what we've seen, to actually suggest that. It looks like most of the chances we're creating are getting on target, but we're just not really seeing them. So I have no idea how well we're playing. 2-2 at the minute, 20 minutes to go. Alton's not had a very good game. Kudnov very tired, so we are going to take him off, even though he is one of our better players. But yeah, he's looking tired. I think Krugel we're going to take off as well. Gave the penalty away, not great. Svensson did score in his debut, 2-2. I mean, if we'd have just not conceded these goals, we'd be. It seems like such a Michael Owen obvious thing to say, but we are still scoring goals, which is a good thing. But obviously, it was an own goal and a penalty, so it feels like it doesn't really count. We haven't scored a proper goal today, and this has definitely been a little bit disappointing considering how good we were in the first game. I would have assumed we might have just came into this and cruised this one as well. But Plantinga with the clearance. Bergelon gets there. I mean, we can still get a winner. There is still time. Rico Robinson racing forward. Plays it into Svensson, into Kluwer, who's got a runner in front of him in Alton, and it's a terrible finish. He kind of came at it at a weird angle, but there was enough bodies forward, and he had to just have the composure to take a touch and finish it off, and he hasn't done. And now, with 4 minutes of added time, we need a late winner. We don't need it, but a late winner would be nice. And it's cleared to the Norby goal scorer, who is probably trying to get them a winner as well. He's racing forward. They play it in the middle. Alton doesn't make the tackle. And now it's played in to the right-hand side. They've got men in the box. They swing it in to the guy who's already scored. It comes back out. I'm getting nervous now. It's swung in again. Back stick. Oh, and Anderson gets his second. Oh, the flag's up. Oh, we get away with one. I thought they'd scored a late winner. The flags went up. I didn't see it. And we get away with that a little bit. A draw puts us on 4 points. We're still up, we're still up there. Not bad at all. But, yeah, we did okay. But honestly, I'd expect us to win that game considering they're expected to finish bottom. So a very weird opening 2 games, an absolute battering, and then a really kind of disappointing performance. But we do sit fourth after 2 games, an unbeaten start. You can't complain with that. But those were, like I say, the 2 weaker teams in the division. We are expected to only finish 12th, so we are massively over-egging it. But we played the 2 worst teams, so it is what it is. We won't go too far ahead because we are in a new season, we are in a new league. I think we'll only play the 4 games off camera. We'll come back in May. We'll do Umia and Oddvalod. I guess we won't really know even then what kind of season we're going to have. But are they kind of better teams? Where are they? There's Umia. Where the hell? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. 2 teams who are kind of around where we should be. That makes sense. We're going to play a couple teams off camera. Falkenbergs have won both of their games. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture. But early doors, we should be okay. So yeah, that's going to do it for now. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Euro Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.